My name is Mason Roberts. I'm a member of the Trinity men's basketball team, a senior here in San Antonio, Texas, and I am honored to receive the SCAC Character and Community Player of the Week. I've always been taught from being raised that servant leadership is something that's always come to my forefront and has been emphasized pretty much at all points in my life. And that's something that I always keep in mind when I'm doing these things and activities and giving back and volunteering my time. So as you all know, being a student athlete, it's been a struggle to balance just the normal academic rigor of any school on top of what's required to be an athlete. But through my time here and the 4 years I've been at Trinity, I've been able to find some windows and opportunities to give back to the community, whether it's locally in my hometown or from Kerville or here in San Antonio. I think volunteering your time in whichever activity or opportunity that you have is very, very important, and it is possible even to be a student and an athlete at a demanding university to do those things. And to balance your schedule. It's rigorous, but I do think it's important just because the why and the feeling you get from doing that, it can be as simple as just, handing a participant a bottle of water or just being there, feeling that sense of community, giving back, whether it's your personal home, like in my case, or your new home that you make at wherever you're going to school at. I think being active and engaging to get to know your community is something that's an important life skill that can help you in the long run. As part of the sport management program here at Trinity, Dr. Tingle has offered and provided many opportunities to volunteer your time and give back. Specifically, one that really just comes to mind to me was last year's NCAA Women's Final Four. The postseason for their basketball. It was here in San Antonio, so that was pretty easy, not too far from the school at the Alamo Dome, and you just got to sign up and volunteer for as many hours as you want in different positions. I was a court facilitator for their practices, which was a really enriching experience to see the other side of the game and how much prep, even at the Division I level, for both men and women goes into that. And it was really eye-opening just to see how many people, how much resources and effort and planning goes into pulling off an event. Before the pandemic, it was also a lot, things were different. Locally, like I mentioned earlier, there's a triathlon in town, in the Kerville Triathlon that my mother and my grandmother and lots of my family members enjoy running in. I would always set up the water stations at the part where their swimming turns into the biking, and for me personally, it was all ages were eligible in that portion of the marathon. And so whether it's, older people, younger kids in the youth, it just felt like I was, taking part in something that became more of a tradition every year that started when I was in middle school. And, seeing my own family run into it or participate, and then up to the point where I was actually working it was really, a full circle experience that it was enriching. It really was.